Good Tuesday evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jason Dennis.
And I'm Barbara Goche. Well, Girls Inc. announcing last week that it was closing its Girard Center because of budget shortfalls. But many in the community are rallying now to try and keep it open. Today, more than 600 Girls Inc. supporters turned out for its first inaugural luncheon for the organization to show support for Girls Inc. now and in the future. News 9's Brittany Dion was at that luncheon and joins us now with more on how much money was raised to help keep the remaining Girls Inc. programs up and running. Brittany.
Well, that's right, Barbara. The financially troubled Columbus chapter of Girls Incorporated is moving forward, honoring participants and working to raise money to keep the doors of the remaining centers opened. The strong, smart, and bold luncheon for Girls Incorporated drew hundreds to the St. Luke Ministry Center in Columbus today to celebrate the achievements of students as well. The New York Times bestselling author Jeanette Walls was the keynote speaker. She says growing up poor was not easy, but being successful is possible. I spoke to her about the Girls Incorporated program and why she believes it's so important.
I met some of these girls last night and they just blew me away. They are so bright. They are so energetic. They have such incredible potential. And all they need in life are the opportunities to be everything they can.
Now, the nonprofit organization serves 1,600 girls a year. According to officials, many are from low-income families. Wall says getting over shame and feelings of inferiority are paramount in achieving success. Now, organizers report they met their fundraising goal today, raising upwards $80,000 for the program. It's the most they've ever raised in history. Back to you, Jason.
All right, thank you, Brittany. Tonight, an Auburn family is desperate for information about their missing loved one. 25-year-old Tyshawn McCray was last seen on May 1st. McCray is 6'2", weighing around 187 pounds. Tonight, in an emotional interview, his sisters tell Newsletter 9's Elizabeth White they are begging right now for answers. Elizabeth?
Jason, that is right. They are just desperate for information. Tonight, the older sisters of McCray are holding out hope that their baby brother will come home to them very soon. McCray was last seen late Thursday night, yet last week in the 300 block of Williams Avenue. The 2004 maroon Pontiac Grand Prix he was driving was spotted near Chewacla State Park later that night. His family and police have been searching for him ever since, believing McCray would never leave on his own.
This is my mother's only son. This is my mama's baby. Just give me give him to us. My sister and I are best friends, and Tyshawn is our next best friend. Tyshawn does not go a day without speaking with both of us.
McCray, a presidential scholar, was taking off time from his studies at Auburn University when he went missing. His sisters fear he may have been hanging out with the wrong crowd, but say he is incapable of hurting anyone. And tonight, the sisters worry someone may have wanted to do him harm. Auburn police will not say if McCray has used his bank cards or his cell phone. Police have conducted searches by land and by air with no results. McCray has been missing for 5 days now, so if you do have any information, even if you don't think it matters, you're urged to call the police department and you can remain anonymous. Reporting in East Alabama, Elizabeth White, WTVM Newsletter 9.
All right, thank you so much, Elizabeth. All new at 6 tonight, an Auburn man behind bars after allegedly shooting a woman in the leg. 27-year-old Kelvin Hill has been charged with second-degree assault and shooting into an occupied vehicle and residence. According to police on Monday, a 26-year-old man was found with a single gunshot wound to her leg on the 100 block of Lee Road 18. She was inside of a car when the shooting happened and was transferred to the East Alabama Medical Center where she was released. Police say several shots were fired into that car and towards other residents. Hill is being held in the Lee County Detention Facility on a $10,000 bond.
A Mississippi man wanted for sexual assault in Alabama is arrested by sheriff's deputies in Georgia. 21-year-old Malachi Moody is accused of assaulting a woman along Interstate 59 in Alabama on April 23rd. According to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, the 34-year-old victim said her car broke down and a passing motorist and a white van stopped to help. But instead, she says she was attacked, robbed, and left on the side of the road. Moody is charged with first-degree rape and first-degree sodomy.
Well, as we talked about yesterday, no major changes with our weather out there today. Still warm and sunny. 86 in Columbus, 86 in Montgomery, and 85 over in Albany. It's still warm off to the east as well. 91 in Savannah and 92 in Columbia, South Carolina. So the deep south quite warm, quite sunny as well. The main track of showers and storms well to our north, and that's where it will stay all the way through Thursday. Here's that forecast for you hour by hour for this Tuesday evening. 83 by 7 p.m., 77 at 9. So still quite mild on into the overnight hours tonight as well. And hey, don't forget about our Weather Radio Wednesday event coming your way tomorrow at the Morris Mill Road Publix in Auburn. We'll be out there from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Central Time, 11 to 6:30 Eastern, programming those weather radios. If you were affected by the big severe weather event earlier last week, come on by. If you've got a weather radio, we'll make sure it's set up and ready to go for you. We'll send it back over to you guys.
All right, Derek, thank you. Phoenix City approves a $2 million proposal to make the streets of their up-and-coming downtown area more pedestrian-friendly, but even more developments could soon be announced in Phoenix City. News 9's Tyrone McCoy is live now in the newsroom with more on those big announcements. Tyrone?
Barbara, with a work session and council meeting coming up this week, there are several hot items listed that could play a role in positively pushing Phoenix City forward, starting with tomorrow's work session. Now, the biggest item by far on that agenda is the discussion of the 2014 back-to-school sales tax, and on Thursday's agenda, the regular council meetings hot items are transportation alternative programs, grant to help with the downtown improvements, along with several bids to demolish structures between 14th Avenue and 20th Street, totaling just over $8,000. And lastly, the designing of the 3rd Avenue streetscape. Now, tomorrow's work session will be held at 3 p.m. and then on Thursday, the regular council meeting will be held at 9 a.m. For now, in the newsroom, Tyrone McCoy, WTVM News Leader 9. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you, Tyrone. No decision today on a lawsuit pushing for in-state college tuition for immigrants who were illegally brought to the United States as children. It's a hot topic that's been an issue for undocumented students all across the nation. Last year, students protested a policy locking them out of the 5 largest universities in Georgia. Today, attorneys took to Fulton County Superior Court to argue the issue, saying the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program does not affect Georgia's tuition policies or give the 39 plaintiffs any rights to in-state tuition. 20 states already have it in place to allow people in-state tuition regardless of legal states, but we want to know how you feel about this being in Georgia. We posted the question to Facebook to hear what the viewers think about it. Join in on the conversation. Let us know what you think about illegal immigrants having in-state tuition for college.
And coming up here on the News at 6, Scott's Ride for Miracles continues on. Up next, we'll talk with Scott Resmeyer about a few detours he and his crew made along the way today.
And your stocks are in on this Tuesday. The Dow Jones